Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to my new Let's Play, Sonic the Hedgehog CD. This is a classic Sonic game, but this game was actually not on the Genesis. This game was released on the Sega CD. And this game actually did come out before, like Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, so this is actually a very, very old Sonic game, but it's very different. I mean, it still controls like a typical Sonic game would, so it's not like super out of this world, completely weird or anything like that, but it definitely has its own kind of style, so to speak, and we'll definitely be seeing that as we go through this game. So I am playing this on Steam. This is the Steam version of Sonic CD. So there are definitely a lot more features in this game compared to what you would probably see on the actual Sega CD system, but I think that kind of goes without saying. And I'll go ahead and say this now. I actually have not played this game until very, very recently, so I'm not really going into this blind. I have played through this game twice. I've gotten the bad ending and the good ending, so I've basically seen all that the main game has to offer. But, yeah, I'm actually going to be going for a playthrough on my channel. This is the last classic Sonic game I wanted to do before I got into the 3D Sonic games, which is what I'm really, really excited for, actually. And, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. Before we do, though, we have a lot of options here. Start game, obviously you start the game. Time attack, you play through the stages and get, the best time. Steam leaderboards, achievements... just some different options you can use. Soundtrack. Now, this is a question I've been getting asked a lot in the course of me saying that I'm going to be doing this game. Am I going to be playing with the Japanese or the American soundtrack? Now, honestly, both soundtracks I think are really, really good. I kind of lean more to the Japanese, but just to kind of show, like, I guess what this soundtrack is made of. For the first half of the game, I'll leave it on the US soundtrack, and then for the second half of the game, I'll switch to Japanese, so that's how I'm going to handle that. I already had it on the American soundtrack, so there aren't any changes as of right now. Then you have some extras. You can unlock these through... I want to say you can unlock these through just beating, like, the time attack stages, but I'll get back into that later. Obviously, that's exit the game. One other thing, I was debating whether or not to do this or not, but we have the spin dash mode here, where basically the first one is kind of the like spin dash as we know it, while this spin dash, the second one's kind of what it used to be in the actual Sonic CD game, because the spin dash looked so much different in the original. This is just the more modern version that we're probably used to. Just for authenticity, I guess we'll do the second one just for authenticity, I guess. And of course you have the other sound settings as well. But I think that's really about it. I don't want to go too in-depth with all of this, so let's just go ahead and get started here. So let's start. I'm going to start a new game. Yeah, here we go. Oh, also, once you beat the game, you can actually choose to play as Tails. But when you play as Tails, you kind of eliminate all of the possibilities to get achievements, so you have to play as Sonic to get all the achievements. And I'm just going to play as Sonic anyway, because that's, again, it's Sonic CD. It's not Tails CD, as cool as that game would be, so here we go.
Chance, 'cause there
Okay, sorry about that pause right there. I had to get my notes up. Because we're going for the good ending of this game, there are things we'll have to actually do in every single stage, but I'll get to that in a minute. So here we are. We're in the first zone of the game, Palm Tree Panic. As you can see, Sonic is pretty much how he normally is. I mean, we had that cool cutscene cartoon, but it's still a traditional Sonic game, honestly, so... Sonic has all of his classic moves. Here's the spin dash. Again, looks much different than what we're used to, but if you pick that other option, it'd be exactly what you thought it was. But Sonic also has another move to his repertoire. He has the Super Peel Out, which you can do by... It's basically the same controls as a spin dash, but instead of hitting down, you hit up. I think with Super Peel Out, you go a bit faster than the spin dash, but because you're in this form... you won't actually run into any enemies, so you'll get hurt. It kind of varies to which form is better. It kind of depends on what the situation is. But anyway, this game is kind of centered around the concept of time travel, where every zone actually has 3 different parts to it. It has a past, a present, and a future. You always start in the present, and in order to get to the past and future variations, as we'll see in a little bit. I didn't actually want speed shoes right there, but I'll go ahead and take them now, I guess. But throughout the stages, you'll see these signs. So we have future, and then you have past. In order to actually time travel, you basically need to get a lot of speed, usually by using Super Peel Out or Spin Dash, or honestly either of two, doesn't really matter. And then you just try to get as much speed as possible, and... hold that speed for a while, you'll be able to time travel. You basically have to find a certain part of the stage, well, that'll actually work out for you. In some cases, it won't always work, so you gotta keep that in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it, so... there we go, we are in the past. I kinda like how all the zones actually kinda look different, like, based on what part of the world you're actually in. It's kind of a unique touch and a unique feature of this game, honestly. And something I really, really enjoy about it, honestly. But when you're in the past, basically you want to look out for 2 things. One thing is optional, the other thing is not optional. Here is the optional thing. You'll find a Metal Sonic hologram. Destroy this, and then you'll destroy that. And the other thing you're going to be looking for is a robot generator. Now, the robot generators are the thing that actually affect whether or not you get the good ending. While the holograms, I don't think the holograms are necessary. I don't think you have to destroy them. You can if you want, but as far as endings are concerned, I don't think they affect anything. They're just kind of like there to like challenge yourself to find them all. Which again is pretty cool in its own right, but I'm not going to be going for it, obviously. But we need to find the generator. I believe the generator is actually up here on this giant cliff. Let's go ahead and keep climbing it. And yeah, it is. Okay. So whenever you destroy the generator, all of the enemies in the level will be destroyed. So that's basically how you get the good ending, by destroying all the enemies in the game. Now, I don't know if you could individually... like, just go around and destroy all the enemies, because I think the generator has a animal buddy too, so... you know, you basically just want to kill the generators just to kill all the enemies, basically. And finally, when you have 50 rings at the end of a stage, you can get a special stage, much like in Sonic 1. But as you can see, we made a good future, so we basically did everything we were supposed to do in that level. Now, there is actually another way you can get the good ending, because getting all the generators is just one of the ways you can get the good ending. The other way is to actually get all of the time stones, which are the Chaos Emeralds of the game. And to do that, you have to basically beat these special stages where you have to destroy all the UFOs. This is actually pretty challenging, in my opinion. This is actually, like, probably one of the hardest special stages I've ever played in a Sonic game, to be quite honest with you. Whenever you touch the water, you actually lose time, so you don't want to touch the water too much. And, okay, that one's not really too bad, though. But yeah, like in traditional Sonic format, there are 7 time stones, so you got to beat all 7 stages to do this. But you have limited opportunities, so if you fail a special stage, then you have to try it again, obviously. For this playthrough, I'm going to be going specifically for the generators because I suck at the later versions of these special stages. In my 2 playthroughs, like, I could only get 1 or 2 time stones. I could not even get my 3rd one. I might have better luck here, but even then I'm not going to push my luck too much. But anyway, let's do this stage, Palm Tree Panic Level 2. First we got to find a past. There we go. So now I need to find where I need to go to time travel. And much like if you're in the past, you can obviously find future things so you can change the future again, but if you go to the future to start out with, then you'll have to get 2 past step signs to actually get to the past. So, again, you got to be very careful with how you collect these things. Anyway, I'm trying to find an underground section where I can kind of keep my speed going. That's kind of the challenge, of finding a way you can actually get enough speed to go do the time travel thing. Okay, that worked. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm in the past again. I gotta find the generator and the hologram, the Metal Sonic hologram. Okay, there we go. Okay, I want to avoid the future sign because we're obviously not trying to get to the future right now. Okay, there was the generator. Now we have to find the Sonic, or the hologram now, which shouldn't be too hard to find. I think it's actually pretty close to here, if I remember correctly, and it is. There we go. So with that stage done, we can actually finish it and have some good times. And since I have 50 rings, once again I can try the special stages again too. And yeah, remember, you need 50 rings in order to get the special stages. Okay, let's try this now. I love the backgrounds, though, of these special stages, I have to admit. I think they look really, really cool. I only wish these stages were actually easier. That's not asking too much, is it? Oh god, especially when I do that. Now, if you lose a lot of time, another UFO will appear that will allow you to get some more time back, which is nice, but generally you don't want to cut it that close, and there's also a possibility that the UFO will appear really far away from you. Okay, and there's also a fan you can use to get height. You don't have to just jump all the time. Okay, so I need 2 more. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Especially when that happened, again, I really hate these special stages. They're so freaking hard. This is why I'm going to go for all the generators, because it's just going to be better for me, honestly. But if you miss a generator, you have to get the time stones, and then by that point you have like a very strict time limit. This way you don't really have a time limit. So like Sonic 1, every zone is 3 acts. The 3rd act, though, is usually going to be a boss fight with our good friend, as we'll see in just a moment. After we actually get there, anyway. And yeah, because we made a good future, we have no enemies, we have a bunch of animals celebrating and having a good time. And here we go. Dr. Robotnik. And I actually just kind of cheapened that boss fight. Normally you just wait to the left until he lowers his shield, then strike him, but that's like a fast way you can do it. But there we go, that was actually the first level of Sonic CD, Palm Tree Panic. Not very difficult. In fact, I'll definitely confirm that a lot of the future levels are going to be more hectic and more difficult, but for a general first beginning stage, that one's pretty good. Okay, next stage we have is Collision Chaos. Now, you won't actually notice this until later, but every zone in this game is actually kind of an alliteration. So we had Palm Tree Panic, they both started with P's. Collision Chaos started with C's. And I think every single world in this game will actually follow that trend. Anyway, here we have Amy Rose, Sonic's, I guess, Princess Peach in this game. But what's this? Metal Sonic? You took my girl! Oh no! Well, we're gonna have to find a way to get her back then. As weird as that might seem to some people who have played the 3D Sonics, when Amy Rose is definitely way more annoying. In this game, she doesn't really say anything, so you can't really complain too much. But yeah, one thing I've noticed when playing through this game the 2 times I did before this playthrough, I want to say it's very, very gimmicky with a lot of the levels that it has. Like, I don't know, like there seems to be like a lot of springs, a lot of flippers, a lot of just like mechanics of that nature. And while I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad thing, it does kind of, I guess in a way it does kind of cheapen the level design a little bit. I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm really the biggest fan of this game's level design. Not that I think it's bad, it's just in some places it feels like not very inspiring. But to be fair, they did try to make 3 variations of the same zone over and over again, so I can't complain too much. Anyway, I'm trying to look for a section. I think this is the section, actually. I hope it is. Anyway, we'll find out in just a minute. So we have a past. Oh, perfect. This is exactly what I want. So, you want to look for little traps like these. Because when you do that, you have an easy way to time travel. We'll be using little methods like that quite a bit in this playthrough, actually. But anyway, we're going to do this, and... oh my god, slicers. Let's get rid of them as quickly as possible. I think I actually just barely missed where I was supposed to go. Because I think the generator's above where I am right now. So I'm going to need to... or actually I could do this. Yep, there we go. So there's the generator. That one is taken care of. Now I have to find the hologram. Which may or may not be easy. I don't really know for sure. Because I didn't actually go for all the holograms. I did take notes and look to where they are in every single level. And I have like a general like notes section where I talk about where you can find them. So I'm kind of using that as my guide here. So hopefully it does me well. I want to say I'm not supposed to be this far down. Okay, now I can do this. Boom. Perfect. And I think if we keep going this way, I think anyway. Okay, yeah, this is where we want to be. So we just go up here. Hologram. Done. That level is done. Oh, shoot. Can I actually get up? I don't know if it's this zone or the next or the next act, but in one of the Collision Chaoses, there's actually 2 different exits. And you get an achievement if you get the higher one. And I don't think I got that one in either of my 2 playthroughs, so I'm trying to stay to the top. I don't think that was the top, though. Or again, it may be in Collision Chaos, too. I don't really know. But before we do that, we have another special stage, so let's see if we can perform a little better in this one. Okay. So far, so good. Got a really good start. I might actually get a second time stone. I hope, anyway. That's not going to help, though. Okay, there's the time UFO. So it's good I got that, but I just need one more UFO. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way over here. Can I get it? Can I get it? Yes! Time stone number 2. Again, really not expecting that I'll be able to get all of these, but still taking a victory whenever I can get one. Alright, so next we're going to move on to Collision Chaos number 2. Very victorious music. I love it. Oh, and I get a... Oh, no, that's an extra life. I thought I got to continue, but I'm thinking of Sonic 3 and all of that. Okay, so for Collision Chaos number 2, we need to stay low at the very beginning, from what I have on my notes. So, you know, if we're going to stay low, we're going to stay low. But yeah, you have like little stupid sections like these, which is just really annoying. But hey, I mean, it's Collision Chaos. At least that you get what it promises, I suppose. Okay, there's a pass sign, and I think if we just go up here, yeah, we have another spring trap, as I like to call them. Okay, so after I got that, actually, do I want to go this way? Yes, I do. Ouch. Now, my guide says I need to stay high to find the generator. So, I don't know if that means if the generator's here or if I have to backtrack a little. I guess we'll find out. So, I don't want to go that far, I don't think. I think when it says high, it just means as high as possible. Oh! Right there. Okay, perfect. So now after I got that, I want to go low again. And at this point, I'll know, like, if I get to a certain point, I know that I missed it. So hopefully that is not the case. Actually, I think this is actually what I'm looking for right here. Let's just keep going down. Actually, no, it's the next pit. Yeah, buddy, there he is. Oh, and he's stepping on a rabbit. He deserves to die. I'm sorry, but that's mean. Okay, actually, I think the Collision Chaos high exit's here. Because it seems like it would be. Boom, boom, boom. I want to keep going high, though. The only problem is if you want to do this, you're obviously going to be wasting a lot of time. Okay, I gotta go over. Oh no. Actually, wait. Okay, I guess that's not where I want to be. Sorry, people. Wasting time. I hate wasting time. I really do. That looks pretty trippy, actually. Now I think I fell all the way down, so it's not even going to matter anymore. Actually, I might be able to do that if I get up here. Just gotta find a platform to step on. Also, yeah, look at all these springs. So many springs. Okay, I think I expired that platform. Okay, yeah, I think this is the higher path. Actually, let's see if I can get some more rings so I can maybe get another time stone. That'd be pretty sweet. Oh. Well, whatever. I won't get a time stone here, but I think this is the... Yep. Take the high road. Awesome. So I'm actually getting achievements while I'm playing through this too, which is nice.